Hey people, how is everybody doing? Hello. Hey, I see there's 5 people watching. That's cool. So, hello, I'm alone today because all my friends abandoned me. Also because I just woke up and I decided to stream, so nothing prepared. But I've noticed that the people has been wondering how to do like studies and life drawings and whatever. So hey, why don't we all do that together? So Yeah, let's do a 15 minutes of like live drawing training or whatever. I'm gonna announce it on the general chat of our Discord. Let me do that real quick. Live stream, people. And why not live stream event? Yeah, why not? There you go. The announcement has been made. In 10 minutes, we're going to do that. But in the meantime, how is everybody today? What are you up to? I see Tom, Toro, and Cam, which are new people I have never seen before. Hi, you guys. What's your deal? What is everybody doing on this lovely March 26th, which is my childhood's friend's birthday, which is cool. Also, it was 11/11 for me, so make a wish, I guess. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is very simple. I'll just put images in my Storyboard Pro panel, and we can all draw them together. So the plan is we're just gonna do a 15. Why is my computer so laggy? Seems laggy. Oh, I have stabilizer on, that's why. So 15 minutes. What's the plan is we're gonna do 10 times 30-second poses. Oh, my fill is on. Sorry about that. So 10 times 30 seconds. Which equals to 5 minutes. We're gonna do 5 times 1 minute poses. This also, if my math are good, equals to 5 minutes. And then we're gonna splurge and do, no wait, not 5. It's gonna do 1 times 5 minute pose, which must probably equal to 5 minutes. So give or take, because we're gonna have to like mingle between like the few things changing, might take 15 to 17-ish minutes. Let's go with 20 minutes just to make sure. So see, this is not a lot, but I think we're going to learn a lot. So yeah, I'm going to start that in like 5-ish minutes. So yeah, get comfortable. I don't know. In the meantime, we're gonna go get the poses I want us to do. I can't remember. I know there was a website for figure drawing that is like a no-no because they're not nice. So I don't remember which one it is. I think it was Quick Poses, but I'm not sure. But I think Proco's website is pretty safe because he's a pretty cool dude. I met him at Lightbox and he seemed pretty nice. So that'll be it. Yes, we're gonna go with 30 seconds and it's going to be 10 images and these people were clothed, so that'll be good. I mean, it says that the people were clothed. I hope it's true because I don't want my stream to be shut down, and also like young people being like, what the heck am I watching? Your voice much better when it's in the live than the fast tutorials. Well, yeah, because it's not the same thing. The live tutorial are sped up. This is just my real voice. It's not the same, but yeah, I'm glad you like it. Hey. But yeah, my videos are sped up for many, many reasons, and they are gonna stay that way because it makes it easier to edit. It also puts a separation between me and the bird because, you know, it's two different people. Um, and I just prefer it. And it's, you know, it's so much easier. Like the amount of easiness it gives me when editing compared to editing real voice is just phenomenal. So I'm gonna keep it that way. And oh, I see people are starting to join in. You guys have like 2 more minutes to come in because after that we're gonna start. So yeah. So don't judge my desktop. There's a lot of like screen caps, and that's because my Mac just shoved them there, and I have yet the time to clean them. So sue me. You guys were not supposed to see that, but you know what? I think I can just hide them real quick. Yeah, I'll do that. So if you hear my cat, it's my cat. So it's what she does. She likes to pester and annoy me when I'm doing live streams. Let me just take all these screen caps and shove them into a folder. Ah, there you go. Now I look like a professional person. Look at that. So clean. Oh, by the way, let me remind you, there's a web page right here with a lot of like community resources that you guys can use, such as a free and convenient conversation starter with lots of things to start conversation from, such as looking at someone's things and say, hey, great job, that's great. This is how you start a conversation and get friends. You should try that. It's pretty cool. So there's that. There's also a folder template for like organizing your file. There's also a thing to plan your project, which is pretty nice. And there's even an invoice template. How great. So yeah, that I'm gonna put the link in the chat, but it's under a lot of my videos. So just you can also get it there, which is great. But yeah. So someone says, may I ask a question? You are totally allowed to ask a question if this is what your heart desire. What's the dog doing? There is no dog. You guys are crazy. Yeah, so that's it. I thought it was important to share. So I'm gonna just put my screen to the side, get some of my favorite brush, which is dry ballpoint, and I'm gonna bring the Proco page so we can start to draw together and have fun doing it. This needs to be bigger. Yeah, that's better. Oh, my pet dog. My dog is, yeah, my dog is not there. My dog is always at my parents' place because they have a dog and he's happy. She's happy with that dog. And my dog hates me, so I just left it at my parents. My cat loves me though, so that's great. My parents spoiled my dog rotten and completely destroyed everything I taught her. And now my dog hates me because I'm the only strict figure in her life. So sue me, my parents stole my dog. So yeah, I just see my dog every day when I go have food at my parents at night. But yeah, gave up on it. Okay, so we're gonna get started with these poses, and I hope we don't get the needlessly sexy poses. Like I don't need that kind of sexy poses in my practice. Like what the anyway, there's one where they're wearing clothes. So that's the one we're gonna take because I don't want to get my stream shut down. So like I said, the first session will be 10 poses and it's gonna be 30 seconds. So you know how quick 30 seconds is? It's pretty darn quick. So that'll be just like getting your head in the game. Like if it looks ugly, who cares? Okay, just do it. Then I'll send questions after. Okay, is everybody ready? Do you have your pen in your hands? You have a paper? You can do that on post-it notes also. It's totally fine. And Yeah, so starting the session. You know what? I'm gonna do 35 seconds just because I can. Okay, so start the session. 3, 2, 1, go. I've never used that side before. So, oh, that's an interesting pose. I don't know when I'm gonna need that in my life, but hey, look, muscles. So, you know, just it's 30 seconds, you get. You just feel it. Just get your curve going. This is like if you're going to do muscle gym things. This is just like you like warming up, okay? So don't think too much about it. Like, just focus on the lines. You're like, yeah, there's an eye here. Like, oh my god, the next pose. I'm gonna just put it there. That one is a cool one to just like get little like rib action going on, I guess. And the arm. Does it need to be super pretty? No. It just needs to do the job. Just get your muscles going. Oh, fuck. Going so fast. Why is that guy so angry? I don't know. Oh, that's a cool muscle arm thing. You know, me doing live drawing became way more enjoyable when I stopped trying to make it look pretty and just talk at the same time. Just do it. That's all you need to do. Also, like, an advice I can give is don't try to get like too many lines in. Like, just yeah, that's pretty fucking hard. What? It's just a big back. Ah! Ah! Just like try to get long strokes going on instead of like trying to sculpt it, because this is not gonna help you. You need to, it's good for like muscle memory and just getting a flow. So just like try to, even if it's not precise, just try to like feel to draw with the least strokes possible. And if you struggle, sometimes try to find the negative space of something. It's better than sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's because you have to learn how the body is constructed. Yeah, that's true. But sometimes like focusing on negative space can also help you like find the pose, like how it operates and stuff. So like focus on the little negative space going on here, and then you kind of build around it, and it does build over time your muscle memory. And yeah. Also, of course, I'm not looking at the chat at the moment, so you guys will have to be patient if you're talking to me. I am ignoring you at the moment. I am not sorry, because, you know, I'm busy. And we're doing something here. So if you're not taking part in this improv model class, then I'm sorry. I'll get to your message in a moment. Also, I cannot do that pose. That person is in shape. Oh, his butt is not touching the thing. Oh my god. That is fitness right there. That guy broke his back. Fuck, what is this? I don't care about your cookies. I accept. Well, I'm sorry. I cannot accept whatever they wanted, so. Man, these poses are not easy. Oh, that's an interesting little nook. The neck goes here. Ah! That one one has a very nice attitude going on with the arms and stuff. So that's a very nice one. I like when these poses also have like emotions in them, because that's usually what we draw, big emotions. Also, always notice how it's nice when you have like the jawline and it connects to the ears and stuff. I love this. Oh my god, what happened to my brush? That's not what I wanted. I just wanted to get some nice... Ah! It's so fast! Oh, that's a face with a nice neck thing. God damn it. Can I just... Ugh. Freak. Why so angry, mister? Oh my god. I am... Ah! What is this? I made it look like Shrek. Okay, that was crazy. Let me check the chat so we can take a small break for our brains. Someone asked a very long question that is not related to what we're doing, so I'm gonna skip it and ask later. What's with the timeline? It's something. Hello. What time you guys at now? It's 11:27 in the morning. Hi, new to your live stream format. Question. Do you always do a quick figure drawing session before beginning your actual drawing session? Starting today, yes. You're putting too much detail. Add blocks. No, I do what I want. Oh well, this is a clever way to jump between many drawings. What's the timer? Hot Shrek to end. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Lutia. Like these little sessions is something I do usually on my own time. I don't do it in live stream, but you know, some people have been asking about it. So I'm like, hey, why not do it? One thing I hated when I was in school and we did have live drawing was that the goddamn thing lasted for like 4 hours. And I mean, I enjoy drawing just as much as of the next artist in the room, but like 4 hours? This is ridiculous. Like my brain was just like, can I just leave this class and never come back? Like 4 hours was too much for me, for my pea brain. Yeah, like and it's so intimidating, and you can see that my first drawings are actually kind of way different than the other ones. So, you know, stamina is a thing, and if you lose it, then it becomes boring and you just can't wait for it to be done, which was how I felt after these little 5 minutes. So if you're like me, I suggest that you do this like little 15 minutes daily thing, or like maybe not daily, because don't make it a chore, but like just remember that it doesn't need to be 5 hours each day, or like 1 hour a week for me is not great, because then you forget whatever you learn. Okay, so I think it's better to do small things often. But hey, I am not the voice of reason either. Okay, this is just my opinion. Okay. Okay, so let's get to the other one. It was 5 times 1 minute. So we're gonna do another session, which will be the same pack, but we're gonna do 5 times 1 minute. Is there another free pack? Oh, they're all paid. Ugh. Oh, these have clothes. Graphic reference sampler. Let's go. So 5 times 1 minute. Is everybody ready? 1, 2. Oh, I'm not ready. I need a new panel for that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that's a nice pose. Remember, now we have 1 minute. It's a bit longer than 30 seconds, but not that much. Fuck that box. I'm not drawing it. Also, when you do these, you can choose to focus on something. Like, I know that I struggle a lot with like the torso, and shoulder bits. So, you know, today that's what I'm gonna focus at. The rest can kind of wait in a way. And by the way, I'm doing this for you guys, but I am not great at figure drawing in any shape or form. That's on the server, that's Doodle's forte. She's freaking amazing, okay? But hey, I'm here to prove that, you know, you don't need to be the best at something to just do it and get that little butt. You know, like I'm just, you know, I'm struggling just as much as anyone else, okay? Yeah, anatomy for me is always a big struggle. Drawing never came easy, and it still doesn't. I was always like, oh, when I get older, I'm gonna draw so much better. No, like, I'm sorry, it didn't happen. I still struggle the heck out of every freaking line that I do. And it's not for lack of trying. So I'm not saying this to like demoralize or like make someone lose all hope. But also, you know, it's important to be realistic, and I'm just here to say that, you know, you might struggle your whole life with drawing, even if you go to school for it, you study your life drawing daily and shit. For me, it just doesn't come easy. It's not in my brain's usual thing that it's good at. I'm good at many things. Like, it's not a pity party. I'm good at many things. Oh, that's a fun pose. I'm just not good at drawing. Well, I'm not horrible either. But, you know, there's other things I do better than drawing. Like, I taught myself how to sail. That's pretty cool. But, you know, like drawing, I think it's my visual memory is not as great as, goddammit, as other people. Like, I have friends who are gonna look at something and just be able to reproduce it without any issues, like, after. And I remember movement very well. Like, the way that someone moves, what the fuck am I drawing? I remember it really well. See, I'm cheating here, but I'm talking at the same time, so sue me. Fuck. Ew, I really hate that pose. I'm sorry. That was gross. What the fuck? Yeah, so what I'm saying is that it's okay if you do something and you kind of suck at it, as long as you're happy doing it. But also, don't expect to magically that things will get better because time goes. It's not necessarily a thing. Oh, and I used to hate to draw arms until it just clicked. So, you know, sometimes also things will just start to make sense. Like, I used to draw my arms like fucking cylinders because that's what I learned. Fuck that! It's arms, I think, are much more easier when you draw like the hand. For example, like this. And I just noticed that arms are often like this kind of like weird diamond shape thing. Especially like foreshortening. Like foreshortening, if you think too much about it, like it gets so hard to kind of think about it because the cylinders don't take into consideration that we have muscles in our arm. So no, our arms are not fucking horse head. They're meaty. So yes, it's good to study the cylinder at first, but I've noticed, especially if you're doing like life drawing, sometimes it's better to just approximate the pose by looking at it and just trying to feel it. And it can help if you have a pea brain and you're having difficulties with some things also. I'm not saying this for like construction and very like high end drawing. I'm talking about the short end. Like if you're just trying to draw something quicker and just get a feel for it. Okay, so okay, So what else? What else? What else? Let me see the chat. Who is saying something? I mean, humans are designed to do art. We are a creative creature. It's expression to do arts and or sports or activities. The more you do something, the better you get if you want to push yourself. Well, see, but that's where I kind of disagree. Like you can work your ass off doing something, but you might just not be ever amazing at it. But like, I'm just and I know people are gonna hate me for that. They're gonna be like, oh, like you're so depressing and like blah blah blah. If I try my best, no. Like, I have friends who don't even try. They're just fucking amazing at drawing. And they've always been. It's just something that comes easy for them. And here in school, like I was working my ass off trying to get a basic grade or like just a basic drawing going on. And it was a struggle. So I'm just here to say that it's not always about how hard you work on something. Working hard on something you love is important and it is great. That's not what I'm warning about against. What I'm saying is that you might work your ass off on something, and it doesn't mean that you're gonna become the greatest at it either. And that's something I want people to really be aware, because I've seen people, friends and students, like really get very like very very like sad or upset and like very like frustrated even, because they're like, it's not fair, I work hard and like people that don't even try are still better than me. And I'm like, yes, because that's life. Some people are just naturally good at basketball, and that's it. Like, I have a very easy time with music. I mean, I'm also a musician. I can listen to a song and just play it or write it down by ear, write the music sheet and just do it. Friends that I have went to the same school, we learned the same thing, they still can't do that because it doesn't come naturally to them. So for me, music comes more naturally than drawing. That's just the thing. And maybe I should have become a musician, right? I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Do something because you enjoy it, but don't assume that because you spend your whole day doing it that you're gonna become the best of the best, because that shouldn't be the goal. The goal should be to, yes, better yourself, but yourself. Don't like compare yourself to other people, because you're never gonna end and you're never gonna find peace. I was like that for a while. Being like, oh yeah, well, if I work hard, I'm gonna be like so good. No, it's not necessarily true, because everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. And at one point, you have to respect yourself and respect your limits. Okay, so that's my little TED talk today. So, yeah. Oh, chat is going on. Let me see. Some people don't push or want to learn more, so they just do the same thing and they get really good at doing the one thing. That is also true. But what I mean is that some people might not get super better, but it doesn't mean that they're not trying. That's also what I'm trying to say. Some people work their butt off and they try really hard. It's just that the results are not there because not everybody has the same affinities for things. And especially in the animation industry, this is where it gets kind of grim and dark. The animation industry is very competitive. Like, it's disgustingly competitive. So it is not cute and not dreamy and not fun to hear, but there's a kind of a minimal level you need to get a job or to get into the industry. And if you see that after like 20 years of trying, it's not working out, my suggestion is to try to find maybe something related to what you're passionate about, but like, and yeah, like I said, this is not a fun talk, but it's just something I've seen and noticed with people that I've been to school with or whatever, where they struggled in school and still 10 years after graduation, it's still a struggle to find work, like creative drawing work. And this is where I'm like, there's a limit to the cute dream of like being an animator for your dream, and where I'm like, you might be better off finding something that is adjacent to animation and still just do art for your own sake. Like, there's nothing with having art and animation as a hobby and just finding something that is related. And one of my friends who loves drawing, like me, like I like to draw, but I'm not I'm not a professional animator either, like full time. And what they did is they just figured that they really liked to draw for themselves, but that they were a very well organized person. So they became, so they are still in the industry, but they moved in more of a organization, or like handling the, making sure that the project works great. So like more like an organization position, and they strive in this. They're amazing. Another friend I know, yeah, not the best artist, like drawing artist, but they were very great at technical things. So they became a TD. They became like a technical person at the studio. So they still draw a lot on their own time, and they do like commissions and stuff, but maybe like art in like animation is not the full-time gig. So what I'm saying is that animation, like making rough animation, drawing, character design is also very hard to get in. It's just one small part of the industry. There's so many different jobs and tricks and nook and crannies that you can do in the industry. So I would say, like, think outside the box. If you see that it's been 10 years and you're still not able to be a rough animator on any production, there's so many other things you could do. So don't keep feeling miserable and just try to reinvent yourself. Hey, I like to draw, but I'm not a full-time animator. I went to work for a tech company, and I'm very happy doing what I do. I love answering all your support tickets and making these videos and all that. Okay, so I'm gonna check the chat one last time, and then we're gonna start with the 5-minute pose. Hi there. I hope you're doing well. I wasn't really on social networks, Discord, blah blah blah, until lately, so I was wondering if you ever organize live model session on Discord streams. This is what I'm doing now. Hey, if not, do you want to? Like I said, I'm doing it right now. It used to be more common on the Discord. We had them almost every week. Doodle was taking care of them with me. We were alternating. But things happened and we just didn't have time to do it because we are very busy. Doodle has 3 jobs. I have 2 jobs and my YouTube channel, and I'm moving. So, you know, there's not much time, but it's something we want to do. And if someone on the server wants to also like help us host events, you can always do it. And we'll be very happy to just give you the platform to do it. It just came down to not having time to do it. Where are you moving to? I'm just moving out of Montreal to stay in the woods forever. So yeah. Okay, let's do one last, and it's gonna be a 5-minute thing. And I'm gonna pick one that have clothing. Well, there's not much. I'm gonna take this one. And it's gonna be, and we can do 5 minutes, I guess. I hope they're good. So, is everybody ready? I am. Yeah, so these are 5-minute poses, so it's a bit longer. God, I'm just trying to make my thing bigger. What? How? Why can't I just make it bigger? What the frick? Okay, I'm gonna start it again. I'm sorry. Spoilers. Okay, there we go. I never know what's to start. Sometimes I start with the torso. Sometimes I start with the negative space. Just trying to understand like what's going on with this. Because whenever I am in life, I often think in terms of shapes more than like how the pieces are constructed. So there's many ways that you can nail and do your figure drawing. Also, another thing that's pretty popular, if you're struggling. Holy shit, I got scared. I have a metal roof and all the snow just fell down, and I thought I was getting an airstrike from my roof. So what I was saying is, like, sometimes also if you're struggling, try a different approach. So like I said, you can do either the negative shape, you can try to build the body with like the pieces, the meat and everything, but you can also try to draw with shapes. So be like, okay, that's the head. Like, try to get the silhouette also, is another way to learn. So what I'm saying is that there's not one way to do figure drawing. Just try different things that work for you. Because if you stagnate and just try one style and it doesn't go well, then you're just gonna get sad and like demotivated and stuff. So yeah, try different things. So you know, for this one I'm gonna go with the silhouette ones, because why not? So now I'm gonna start with the feet. So there's one foot here that's very powerful and anchored in the ground. Then it kind of moves up to the legs, and there's some meat on the leg, little muscles going on there. And then, you know, there's the floor, which is important. And you know, I'm starting to get my negative shape to show up anyway, so that's cool. Then there's this thing going on. And the important thing to remember too is that with every technique that you use when you do life drawing, whether it be the silhouette technique, the negative space, the constructing your character, they all come with benefits. So it's important to not do only one, but focus on many different things. So when I work with the silhouette, it's great because I kind of learn the shape language of a pose, which is great when I'm trying to do the like the thumbnails of a drawing. But what I'm not learning at the moment, like this is bad for some things. Like I am not very learning about all the curves on the body and how things are constructed, but that's okay because that's not what I'm focusing on in this very moment. And that's why it's important to mix and match many different techniques. And then, you know, so the body is a very shapy thing here, just like the underwears. Also, when you do the shapes, it's better to be a bit less zoomed in. Yo, it's so hard to do these while talking at the same time. Anyway, so there's this cool little like whoop whoop thing going on, which is great. So it goes like this and then this and then this. So that's what I'm trying to see, so that next time I want to draw someone, I'll remember that if they're standing on a pose like this, I'll have, yes, the rib cage, and then I'll have the hip area and then the leg, and it's a very nice thing going on. So that is something that you can also take into consideration when you're drawing a thing. Oh, and see, that's what I was talking about with the nice shapy arm thing. And you know, working with this silhouette like this really makes me aware of like that space within. So if I didn't do that, maybe if I drew the pose, I could have been tempted to put the arm on top of the torso. But this is really making me aware of this, so that whenever I have to draw it again in the future, then I'm aware of these little things. So that's where the silhouette technique is really nice. Also, I have a headache. Why do I have a headache? I ate and I drank this morning. I even have a tea. Oh, damn. Next one. Okay, so for the next one, I'm going to use a different approach that you can do, which is like drawing with the shapes. So, whoa, that's a big brush. So I'm gonna start with the back and the body because that's what I want to start with. And this, getting a nice curve for the undies. So what I'm trying to focus with this now is trying to find the rhythm in the pose and how like the muscles do. So also these are interesting because sometimes we would be like tempted to make like the knee come out. Now that I noticed, like we don't really see much of the knee, if at all. So it's nice to note these kind of things. Like I said, it's okay if it's not perfect. It depends on what your goal is. My goal is just to my goal, I've been doing life drawing for so many years now. My goal is just to have an easier time having a smoother drawing experience altogether and struggle less with poses. So I'm focusing on being loose. Someone might struggle with something different. So if you're doing maybe cleanup animation or model animation, you might want to focus on something different, such as the accuracy in the muscles and everything. But I know that this is not something that I need to focus on at the moment, because you can't focus on everything. It's just impossible for our little human brain. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have a little guiding line here, and the stick is something like this. You're on the computer, like, this is not cheating. If I was in real life, I could have used a ruler if I want to. Sometimes I like to have these little guidelines with the shift tool. You know, it just works. If it works, just do it. There's no rules. Art is anarchy. One thing in arm that I like to focus on is that there is a shoulder and then there's an arm. So don't just do like something like this. Like, give it a little meat. Give it like a shoulder. Sometimes it really helps bring your drawing together. And then here's the freaking diamond shape I was talking about. Like, the arm is not a tube. It is more like a kite, like a flying kite. And the hand and the arm. Oh, that arm is crazy. Mister, you have crazy arms. Ew. This is so fun. And then the head is right there. Oof, I think I'm gonna be out of time soon, so I'm trying to go very fast. Like this. And the nose is scrunching. There's a big dark zone here because of the shadows. Sometimes adding shadows at the end is a very cool indicative of like depth and shapes and stuff. So don't hide your drawing with it, but it can be very useful to tell some little things, like this little butt here and the foot here and the thing here. See, it brings a lot to your oops, I forgot his fingers. Artwork. And it's not so bad. I kind of like it. I thought I was gonna hate this pose, but I did not so bad. That's kind of neat. Okay, next please. Has it been 5 minutes already? Oh, I was able to accept the cookies. Also, I just noticed that this is probably wrong. Maybe I should be higher because the stick not exactly at the right spot. Okay, next. Oh, it's a face. Okay, face it is. So I guess for the face I can go a bit more like precise because we're gonna have 5 minutes for that face. So where do I start? The little X like this. This is a great moment to learn that, well, not learn, maybe just remember that when you have your eyes and stuff, and you have your head shape, when we draw the head, like there's a circle going on, but the circle is not necessarily the whole head, because then you're like, where the fuck do I put the features? So if you're doing with the circle, something that can help is, you know, to have, yes, the circle, but the circle is not the whole head. Usually it's more like the eyebrows would be where either on the line or a bit on top of the line. And then, you know, you have the eyes on the line. And then where this line is usually like where the ears are. And then, of course, everybody's different. So like that guy has a bit of a smaller head than like, kind of like me. Like my head is a bit more like squished down than rather than long. So it doesn't apply to everyone. But like oftentimes the mouth can kind of come where like the circle finishes and the nose and stuff. And then your jaw usually extends beyond the circle. But for some people, if you use the little like square thing like this, for some people you can even put like the eyebrows there and the ears. And then if you draw like the circle, the nose can appear here and the mouth is below the circle. So it really depends on the face of the character, because hey, this is not anime. Not everybody has the same face in life. So I'm not saying that everybody has the same face in the animes. I'm just making a joke, but it is kind of common-ish. Like there's like proportions that were popular in animes, where a lot of the books you study from are based off. So it's okay to understand your bias as well. If you draw a lot of the same kind of art and you use the same kind of reference, like there is bias going on. Boop, 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 boop. That's not so bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. I think the neck is a bit too small. Sometimes I speak and my brain goes on autopilot and I'm like, what have you done, brain? Now is not the moment to be creative. Now is the moment to reproduce what you see. I like to add a bit of shadow behind under the neck because it helps tells the shape. And like I said, I am not the best at this, okay? I don't consider myself great at figure drawing, but hey, most of us aren't, so I'm just here to try and give some little tips and help. What I'm saying might be bullshit and you're completely 100% okay to disregard most of what I say. And that's okay. Little thing here. This is just us training our little art muscles. Also, I did these eyebrows so fast earlier, but I was not looking at the picture, so I'm gonna try to make them a bit more accurate. Oh my god. Oh, that's a fun pose. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm trying a different approach at each of those. So this is more like what I call a lightweight gesture, where when there's emotion, I kind of favor this, you know, drawing a lot with your shoulder and stuff, just because it's lighter and I can try to focus more on what the emotion is in that pose. Yeah, and the hands are there, and then they connect like this. Because I've seen some people that I was mentoring or tutoring in school that they were struggling a lot with like drawing. And they're like, yeah, I do like all these live drawing sessions, but like it's up to no result. Like I still suck and blah blah blah. But then I was watching at their stuff, and they were always drawing the same way, always the same technique, and I was like, well, why don't you try something different that you haven't done before, like a new technique. In digital art, it might just be to try different technique, but it might also be to just try a different brush. And in real life, of course, it is just to choose a different medium altogether. So when I do live drawing, not on my computer, which is where I do it most of the time, you can also use different mediums such as marker, paint, graphite, and all these mediums, at least to me, they have a different advantages and stuff that they do. Also, I got this arm wrong. God damn it. Yo, talking and drawing at the same time? Oof. Not that easy. Also, if you don't love figure drawing, try doing it in front of other people. Oh my god. Look at you guys judging me. Oh my god. People will be like, oh, the bird brain. Give it advice about live drawing and she can't even do it herself. Blah, blah, blah. I'm past that. I don't care anymore. Little arm that goes down here. Important to note where the elbows are. It's really helpful in other cases. Like the elbow here is closer to the leg. But I think I did my leg too low. So I'm gonna adjust that. Maybe make the leg a bit higher. I think this whole thing can be a bit more squished. Whoop. Yeah, that's looking a bit better. Then I have this leg to do. Here we see the knees bulging a bit. The feet are there, and you see the pins under. The neck comes here. I think I did this a bit too high. The nose is a pyramid. There's the mouth here. The ears should be about here, under this hair. Fuck! This one has a nice perspective element on it, so I'm gonna try to get this right. The kind of trap with perspective is that you might get your perspective wrong, and then it kind of ruins the whole drawing, but that's life. This is kind of like that. Just like the important part, I think, is just like to feel the depth, like get these kind of line straight. Okay, so I have like a surface to put this dude on. That seems about right. Okay, and I'm gonna use another layer because I can. Okay. So then, am I seeing the whole thing? Oh, sorry, I was hiding his footsies. Can you zoom out a little bit? So his butt is over here. Sometimes it's hard to get started, but you just have to do it. Just draw a line and the other ones will follow. Try not to think too much about it. Oh, there's a interesting thing with the hand here. Oh, it's got a nice little swoop. See, looking at my negative space over here, I see that it's way too not high enough compared to this. So that means I got it wrong. So then I can go and fix it. So that's what I mean by it's good to focus on many different types of drawing ways. Because yes, I'm building my character a bit more now, but I'm also focusing on the negative space to make sure that I get it right. God damn it. Why do I have a headache? That stream will end earlier than I thought. It's way too big. Hey, we're done. Good job. Let's see the chat. Hey, I see some people I know. I'm just gonna bring my things together because they're kind of far away. See, I thought I hated everything I did, but now that I look at it, I think it's kind of neat. Some of it. Some of it. Come over here, you little silhouette person. Also, why am I using Turbo Pro? Because that's the software I had open from last night. So that's the one I had. Get out of the camera, you guys. Alright, so these were kind of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this little... yeah, these are... Okay, I like this one. I think I did great on this one. I also like this one. think this one needs some more work, but I did struggle. It's okay, be honest about your art. Where's the other one? These ones were fun. I like 1 minute. It's always fun to just doodle it out. But as usual, the 30 seconds are always my favorite because it's just fun. It's just doodly doodly. Yeah. Okay, let me see the chat. What are people saying? Oh my god, people, you have been going. In the meantime, since I read the chat, I will make my little thing play without the sound. But yeah, so I'm making a storyboard for unknown reason that you you guys are gonna find out soon. Yeah, I'm just gonna play that while I read the chat. Someone said Z-Bird. Hello, Beakerboo. Oh, I know who Beakerboo is. Hey. Some people start with stick figure caveman style. I mean, if that works for you, that's cool. Probably, someone says, I always start with the line of action. That is also a good one. It's just that that's usually what I do. And today I was trying something different. The shadows are neat. Thank you. Perfect time to read the chat. Good evening, Betty Mongin. Some people says, I was wondering if she sees us. Yes, I see all of you. It's just that when I draw, I don't look at the chat necessarily because I'm drawing. Usually when I animate, I can look at the chat, but I want to do a figure drawing. Time is of the essence. Lutriac is not a mod, but he's very present at all the streams, so he knows the drill. He or they, she, I don't know. State your pronoun. I always struggle to put hair on heads. Well, you know what to practice now. Also, hi Griffin 509. I never saw you before. Mac and cheese is good. Mac and cheese sandwich. A ham. Oh, ham and cheese sandwich. I saw you. I thought I read mac and cheese sandwich. Let's see the magic. So if you guys couldn't tell, we're making a little parody here on the server of a very popular video that I did not create, and you guys will see soon. Hey! And with that, it's done. Woohoo! So what should I do now? Maybe I can draw a bit more of these little guys. Do you guys know who these are? These are the Superbs. The Superbs sometimes like benefit from being batted to space. But what the Superbs do is they're little yellow creatures and they're responsible for when you draw something and then you go to bed and then you wake up next morning and the drawing looks like shit. It's because during the night they go there and they spit on it. And that's why the next morning it looks bad. But they're just doing you a favor because their spit is for you to notice what is wrong with the drawing. Yeah, so now you know. And sorry for people who just came in, but usually the stream was supposed to be for an hour and it's been an hour. So I gotta go for now, but I might be back later. And have a wonderful day, everyone. Goodbye. yeah, just an hour. Sometimes it goes for 2 hours. But yeah, people, I'm gonna put a link, but you guys should join our Discord because it's pretty neat. I will put a link into the chat. Give me 1 second. Oh, invite people. One moment. Crap, I can't send the invite. Why? Discord is like, you can't because you're streaming. Why do I have a headache? I hate this. There you go. Just click on that link and you'll be in our server. It's a pretty cool place and you guys can just come hang out. No beef liver smoothies today. Just know it's a thing. Beef liver smoothies exist and that's already a bad thing. And with that, I'm gonna see you later, folks. Goodbye.